Okay, welcome to the Canva very short tutorial. Canva is an amazing software that can be utilized on the web. No downloads necessary, just log in, and it is free. So I'm going to show you some very, very basic features that Canva offers and the way that we as a walk team are going to hope to utilize and to allow you to utilize it this year for collateral, which is the save the dates, the brochures, if you do brochures, and one-page flyers. You can also use this tool for Facebook and Instagram creation of posts. Some of you all already use them. Our recommendation this year is that you create an account that is for walk. So use your walk email address. You can have as many accounts as you want. So if you have a personal account, great. Just create a new one. It's free and easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you with your Hydro email some collateral throughout the year. I'm also going to share our logo files. I'm going to share our colors so that you have it all in one location. And the good news is for the save the dates and the brochures, any of the collateral I send, you won't really need to use any of the color styles or the logos because they are all going to be embedded into the template that I create for you. Really, the use for the logos and the style and the colors is going to be if you're creating your own posts or videos along the way. So let's get started. And when you come into Canva and create your own free account, the first place that I like to send people is from the Home tab, which is up in the left. This is pretty much where you're going to land when you log in each time. You can see on the right-hand side is going to be your login information. You've got different settings that you can edit. But really, the easiest way to get to everything you want to be able to see is going to be in all your folders, which is down on the left-hand side here. And when you do that, it's going to show you all the different folders, right? So you've got purchased, which you're not going to purchase anything. You've got uploads, which is where you're going to be able to upload logos or anything that I send you that you might want to use. And shared with you is where you're going to find the different templates that I might share with you. And then in all your designs are going to be the ones that you've created yourself. So let's start with shared with you because that's really where I'm going to be sending that save the date. So here you'll see that shared is the save the date for walk. Once you click on the image there, it's going to basically only allow you to make a copy. So I'm going to make a copy. And it's going to take me directly to my newly created copy. And here's where you're going to change the name. So maybe you're going to take out the copy of shared, and you're going to say Memphis, if that's your site, save the date, and then you get started. So the first page obviously is just a placeholder with directions. I want to make sure that you know that you're going to need to change and localize pretty much everything that has something to do with your event, date, time, location. And you want to do this directly inside the template here. And obviously, if you just kind of go line by line, if you click on a box here, it's going to highlight, and I can change my name to Memphis Walk to End Hydrocephalus. Obviously, I'm not going to go through all of the steps to change things here, but it's important that you do that based on your site. You'll notice the QR code, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But obviously, you want to make sure you're changing the day and month, and then of course the friendly URL that's going to take participants directly to your walk page. And that's pretty much what you're going to do for the first page. The QR code I'm going to show you a pretty cool and easy way to find a QR code. And so if you open up your walk page, you will see that the not so friendly URL is up here in the browser. And if you click on it, and real quick, this is only going to work in Chrome. I'm not sure if it works in Safari, and I know that it does not work in Firefox. But in Chrome, if you put in your URL and you highlight it, I don't know whether you noticed, but when I highlighted it, this amazing little QR code creator shows up. So I'm going to do that again, just in case you didn't see. So, well, I guess it's now defaulted here. But the QR code creator, if you click on this, it's basically going to give you the QR for this exact page. You can do this obviously from your main page, but for personal reasons, if you wanted to do that for your own personal page or team page, you can do that as well. You can essentially do this for any page that you like. So this is where you want to click to download it, right? And save it to wherever you want. And then let's see if I can get this to download. I'm going to put it in my download files. This is obviously somewhere you can put this where it makes sense to you. Put it in there, okay? And then when I come back to Canva, I'm going to go back over to Home to find your folders. And there's other ways that you can get to your folders, but I just want to keep on showing you this feature here. And then you're going to go to Uploads. And this folder is empty, so you're going to upload your QR code that you just saved. And you saved it on your C drive. Okay. And I'm going to click OK. And here it's uploading. Okay, so this is going to be your QR code. Again, I just showed you the feature of uploading. Very simple. This is where you're going to also go ahead and upload other things that I've sent you, which is going to be our new logo files, our walk file, any of the things that that I've shared with you in your email. Okay. We go back to the to your designs, right? And here's my Memphis save the date that I want to open back up. And now I'm going to want to exchange this image here. And I'm going to just remove it. And then I'm going to go to my uploads, which is showing down the left-hand panel here. And I'm going to drag that in here. Okay, and obviously it's massive. So what do we have to do? We have to make it smaller, make it fit. Okay, the resizing is a little bit challenging here. Let's try this again. There we go. That's better. So all I did there is I just clicked on it and it showed up right in the middle of my page. And you want to make sure when you're resizing that you grab on the corner so that it doesn't remove any of the formatting or any of the, the little dots here in the design, because that's important for the QR code to actually work. And you can make this to the size you want. And the trick with moving things is you just grab it sort of in the middle. So where the dinosaur is, I'm clicking and I'm just holding it down to move it into place. Okay. Now, obviously you want to test this. You want to make sure that it's actually going to work. And the best way to do that is, for those of you who might not know how to use your QR code, you're going to open up your camera and you're going to go over to the QR code and you are going to see if it actually picks up the site that you want it to take you to. If it does not, then you may have to resize it. It may need to be a little bit bigger. There may be something in the in the design that's not large enough. So you want to make sure that that works. So an important note, because obviously you can't see my page right now, but and you can't see what I'm doing with my phone. But as you can see, I've got the outside of this QR code highlighted, and with those additional characters in there, it's not going to pick it up. So when you're testing, you want to move away from it so that it's by itself and there's no borders around the outside of it. Then you should see that it will work. If you have trouble with this, this is one of those things that I'm happy to jump on a screen share with you and see if I can work out any troubleshooting. Once you're done with that, you want to scroll down to what is called page 3, but it's really actually the back of the postcard. And you'll see here that we have our national sponsor, our industry partners listed, and then we have a little placeholder here for local sponsors. If you do not have local sponsors, then obviously you're going to remove these here. You're going to remove the entire text that says local sponsors, and then of course this one that has your sponsor names. The reason I put those in there is so that you have the font styles and the colors already loaded in there for you. So all you have to do here is cover this up and type in anyone who is your local sponsor, right? You can use the same formatting that I did here, where I put a little line bar in between. Okay, or you can hit enter. Shift enter gives you a soft return where you will not have so much spacing, right? And you can put it here and list all your places. Okay, once you are done making all of the edits, my first suggestion would be to have somebody else take a look at it. But if you don't have that option right away, all you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the button that's next to share, right? There's a little down arrow button, and that's our download button. And the great feature here is that it's going to suggest printing it as, or saving it as a PDF, which absolutely you want to be able to do. And then it actually gives you an option of saving which pages you want to actually save. So here is where you can just not select page 1. If you want to keep one for your instructions, you can just click the 2 that you want to download and click done, and it will download the PDF version. Then you can send it maybe to your committee members or to someone else that you want to take a look at it. To make sure that it looks good and has all the information that you want on it. Okay. Another thing that you can do here is you can remove a page, right? So if you wanted to remove this page, all you do is up here, you click delete page. Okay. Another quick trip that I like to use so that I don't mess up any formatting, if you're worried about maybe the design getting messed up and you want to try this out without sort of losing any of the integrity of this page, you can click on this plus button up here, which will duplicate this page. So let's say you want to leave this one alone and you want to come in here and you want to start messing around with everything and changing it. Then you have the ability later on to go back and delete whichever one you're not going to use. And this is a nice feature and a nice way to be able to just kind of play around in here without necessarily messing up any of the integrity of the design. You can also look up here at the top. There's also the undo button, which is awesome. And remember that anything that is shared with you, the shared file is still shared with you. And so you can always go back over there and start over again by making a new copy of the existing shared document or file. Okay. Couple of other things to note is that if you if you're on any sort of document that I've shared with you and you click on the color wheel here, it will actually give you the colors that are already in that document. Okay. And so you can always refer back here to know that the blue color is number 22A8C8. And when you're creating your own design, you can easily use those same colors that we have in our walk pages and collateral. Okay, kind of important for our branding so that we keep things sort of similar and across all of our media. This 22A8C8 matches our website. And it's really something you should keep on hand all the time because when you're creating Instagram posts and Facebook posts and all of that, it's really nice to have that same color consistently throughout the association. It's what all of our graphics department uses for all of the main HA colors. Okay, you'll see here, I didn't take you this route. I went the home route, but you can also look at your folders down here on your left, on the left-hand panel. So sort of two ways to get back to those folders that you have with shared media. So, so again, you can go through here and you can play around. One other last feature I just want to show you is that if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to take this page, this save the date, and you wanted to turn it into an Instagram post and say, this is coming your way, or, something else. You can always click Resize and, something went wrong, of course. Let's see if it will work now. Okay, let's see. Try one more time. Okay. All right, well, it's not going to work from that one. But when you go into the different templates, you will also be able to see that there are ways to create different types of media, and it will give you the exact sizing that you need. So postcards, if you wanted to make an Instagram post or a story, there's lots of different ways that you can do that. Okay, so it looks like there are some features that are not going to be available in the free version. So we're going to exit out of here and I'm going to show you a different way to get to some of the different templates. If you go to templates, which is the first option underneath home here, it is showing me templates. All right, going to go to home. Okay. This is where you will be able to find different templates from the menu here. And let's say you wanted to make an Instagram post. When you click on Instagram post, this is where you're going to be able to pick from some sort of out of the box templates to create your design. And you can change all the different color schemes when it comes to what you're using. And click on it, use the template, and then you have the ability to basically change any of the text or color schemes that you want. Click on it, go to color, and then you know that the color that you want is 22A8C8. Okay, there's that color. You want to apply it to your design, and it's going to change that color. Okay, so you're just going to click on all the different spots. And let's say you wanted to use the orange from our website. Getting a little bit more tricky here. Let's see if I can pull that up. Do not have that color in my notes here. So we are going to use the blue that is, that's on our website as well. Okay. And it looks black, but it's actually blue. And then you can, get creative here. If you want to use the same blue color, you want to go in here. Again, whatever you just used is going to show up. And you can change this to whatever you like. You can resize it so it fits on the page properly. Right, so maybe you want to make it a little smaller. Obviously, we want Hydrocephalus to be on the same line. So you might have to stretch it out a little bit. So, again, it's really a very easy tool to use. You just have to sort of play around with it a little bit. And I wanted to give you pretty much the basics of how you will be utilizing the software. One last thing I want to show you is what it's going to look like when it comes to you in an email. So I sent it to myself in email, and it's going to look just like this. It's just going to be basically a link. I will obviously give you a little bit more instruction on what to do. But once you have an account set up and you click on a link that's shared with you, then you will have the ability to download it and utilize it in your Canva account. Okay. So I hope that helps get you started. And as we have more features available, we will definitely reach out and give you some more training, hopefully. So thank you so much. And that's it. Have a great day.